All right. Good evening. Welcome to Game Chat Show. I'm Eric. This is
Shane.
we got Deranged Dave. That's a good
Do
thumbnail
this.
right there. There's a good thumbnail. Anyways, we're on episode 19.
All right.
19 episodes. Now, I wanted to get us like some kind of masks, and I wanted to get like a pumpkin full of candy. I wanted to have it just kind of because tis the season, like last week, tis the season. But
Maybe we can do it later.
well, I
The day,
just,
you
I
can do it
couldn't
the day
find
after.
any.
You can do it the
like,
day after.
I just want just as a gag thing.
You get through a Christmas, Santa Claus hat on top of them because they'll start putting. They're already starting to put Christmas stuff out already.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
I mean, obviously, I wasn't expecting to wear them the whole
Go
entire
Bills.
podcast. I just wanted as a gag thing to start off the episode with. But anyways, I couldn't find masks. They were all picked out.
Yeah.
The only one they had was like the Jason mask.
Ah,
It was
of course.
97 cents, but can you imagine 3 Jasons? That'd be silly. And then I was looking at like the Ninja Turtle stuff, and then I was looking at the what's those other things? Oh, Spider-Man. They had Venom mask, in the toy section, but they wanted too much money from like.
yeah, they want too much.
Just
money
for
all
a
that
couple
stuff.
minutes on the podcast, I ain't spending that money.
Yeah.
But I thought it'd been cool just because it's Halloween.
Dollar Tree would have been probably the only shot that you would have.
I
had
got-
anything.
Yeah. I got.
It probably would have been a
some-
little kids thing. Like it would have been like.
Yeah.
I got some things in here that's Halloween themed because, but when this comes out, it'll probably be Halloween, right?
Yeah,
Probably, yeah, 'cause
31st
it's
is
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, so
Get
yeah,
a
so
monkey
it'll be.
mask.
So this will
Harvest.
be.
I gotta see when the harvest party is. It might be Friday.
Yeah,
so you
so-
gotta go to that.
Yeah,
You gotta go-
exactly, we're going. Yep. So this is the Halloween episode. Happy trick or treating or whatever it is. I don't know. I
gotta
don't
watch
do
me
that.
some black and white Universal monster movies. I love those.
Oh, there you
from
go,
back
yeah.
in the day. The
Monster
Frankenstein.
Squad?
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Huh?
I got
Okay.
the Monster Squad. I'll watch that after the fact. Yeah, I got the Monster Squad.
Yeah.
Have you ever still seen the Monster
Garfield.
Squad? You still haven't seen that
I think they
movie.
had a reunion
is
of
it?
it.
I told-
Monster Squad?
Monster Squad from the it's basically
Wolfman,
I don't think
Dracula.
it's a bunch of kids like
Like Goonies.
kind of teenagers. Yeah, it's exactly. It's like
Really?
the Goonies met the Universal monsters: Dracula, Frankenstein, the
Wolfman.
Mummy, Wolfman.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
The creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yep.
Yeah, that's from the '80s. It's one of those movies that's like, it's basically that's what it's like.
Is it German?
Maybe it- maybe
I'm
it's-
sorry
I don't
for
know.
I don't know.
I own it.
German,
We'll have to
It's-
watch it sometime
Of
just
course,
because
yeah.
it's. He's like one of the scariest Draculas too in movies. He's just like straight up
Guy did good.
with the humor in there, but that guy's straight up evil, dude. The guy
Oh,
played
really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's like he don't mess around. That
Yeah.
guy don't mess around. That one, but
So we're trying to get a little bit of light humor in here with a couple dad jokes I found this week. What's it called when the snowman throws a tantrum?
a meltdown.
A meltdown.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Pun intended.
Ba-dum-ching. What do you call a can opener that doesn't work?
A bowel opener.
Can't think of that.
A can't opener.
I can't open it.
Alrighty then. So moving on to Broken Controller Club. And how you become a member of the Broken Controller Club is all you got to do is stop by TikTok now, because we're on TikTok. Leave a comment on any video or leave a comment on any YouTube video. Good or bad, whatever, don't matter. We'll give
Bring
you,
it.
Yep. Leave us a comment. We want to hear your feedback, and you'll get a shout out and become part of the Broken Controller Club. So this week we got the OG Tommy G. He's always there, and he was talking about. Oh, he said he never played Crimson Sky because he didn't have the Xbox.
Yeah, it was an Xbox only thing, and it's one of those
Yeah.
like we were talking with you and I when we were playing it. I think about that's one of those things that
Flying.
Microsoft never put
Yeah.
a sequel or put it on something else. It's like I don't understand that you had
Yeah, the one guy
like it never did a sequel
I'd
to
love
it
to
on
comment.
any other systems.
he was talking about that too. He was saying like he was wishing that they would come out with.
There's
with
so many
more.
properties that they have. If they would have pushed stuff like Sony did with all their properties,
Yeah,
that they'd have so many things out there besides just Halo and Gears of War. As great as those are, yeah, you need other stuff.
Yeah.
That's why people have been waiting for
Crimson
Fable.
Skies
That's
and
why
the
people have been.
Heroes of Tomorrow.
That's why people have been
No.
waiting for a Fable game forever. Another Fable game. They
I
keep
wonder if
oh,
they
we're
are.
doing Fable.
I
Yeah.
haven't- I haven't
Then they
heard any-
cancel it. Then they try.
Oh,
They're coming
gotcha.
down the road.
Oh, I missed
Gotcha.
that
It's
on
like-
PC. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, because it's one of those properties that they own. It's like make games. Make system buyers.
Ascension.
But you put that's probably part of the reason their systems don't sell as much now because they make them available on Game Pass as soon
Yeah.
as possible.
yeah, exactly. That the other guy, I clicked on his channel because he had a certain name, and I couldn't figure out what it was. Just a bunch of random numbers. So, but when I clicked on his channel, it showed up. He changed it to Low Key LU. That's his name.
Okay.
Doesn't have any content on there. Just a
Low key.
watcher. A fellow watcher. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, guys.
Thank you.
So moving on to gaming news and beyond. This is where we discuss old,
Ooh, hot stuff. What's
Yeah.
new?
all the newest and latest. What do you call that? Gossip on video game stuff, or just
Yeah.
random things that are going on in the TV world and movies and anything. So, gaming on original Xbox, Crimson Skies. That's one of the episodes we came out with.
Yeah.
So if you like Crimson Skies on the Xbox, we just started doing a playthrough of that, so you can follow along with that. And then we also started doing a playthrough, all three of us, with Marvel Ultimate Alliance
Yeah. On the
Mhm.
original Xbox.
on the original Xbox, with original software, no emulation. We're dealing with the bugs, the freeze ups, the random scratches on the discs and
It's all in real
whatnot.
time.
It's all I mean, we're dealing with the
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
over 20-year-old system, so
Yep.
the software.
That's
So
seen some too.
just bear with us.
Mhm.
We'll get through them. We've been playing Goat. Was it Goat
Goat
Simulator
Simulator
3?
3.
Oh my gosh! I got a video uploaded of that. Basically, our first reactions.
Oh my gosh, that's been fun.
It has been
Mhm.
great.
Needed that.
Yeah,
For
that
sure.
was definitely.
I know there's a lot more to it. Just
Definitely a
scratch the
hee-haw
surface.
moment. But the stuff you could do on it is just like we haven't even begun to scratch the surface. Like we haven't figured out the challenges or
Mhm.
what you're even supposed to do. We've just been having fun,
A lot of stuff.
messing around, discovering, wandering, looking for things, finding little trinkets and statues and
Mm-hmm.
hidden rooms, and it's kind of like a mixture between the old game Pain and I know it's like GTA because you can get arrested by the cops.
Yeah.
And then there's
Yeah.
a few other things I noticed that they took out of. Oh, you could change your costume like in
Yeah. Yeah.
Cosmetics.
the cosmetics of it, so that's kind of cool. You can win money to unlock the stuff, which I like because
You have
so
to
you don't
buy,
have to
yeah.
spend you don't have to spend your own money.
Microtransactions,
Yeah, there's
yeah.
no microtransactions. It's just you do stuff to earn money and then you can
You get
spend it.
rewarded as you go.
Yeah,
Yep.
so that's cool.
Yep.
So yeah, so stay tuned for more of that content coming out because yeah, it's freaking hilarious. But also Battlefield 6. I'm slowly starting to figure. Like last night when I was playing, I found I did join on the same. But anyways, I changed up my strategy. So instead of sniping, I've been trying to be more like secretive, or trying to.
Is it working so it's better?
It kind of, sort of, yeah. Like I'm still getting picked off randomly, but it wasn't as bad as before.
Not to go
I
off
don't
base
know.
because after we're done with this, I'm gonna go to the store and then I'm gonna get
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I'm jumping on.
Yeah. So like I'm
Yeah.
starting to get things figured out, but I think what was going on was I was joining people's rooms, like because you can create your own
Is it a
create your own
random join?
boards,
Or just
Yeah.
and so they make their own rules.
Ah,
So I think
Okay.
that's what was going on because I was only clicking on the specific
yeah. You're trying to
map
get formulated down.
location
Yeah.
or rotations.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But
people
I-
have their own servers.
So
or
yeah,
whatever.
so that's the thing's been going on. I've been joining servers that instead of joining EA's servers, I've been
Yeah.
joining random people's servers, and that's why I'm getting because there's weird things
It's all
going on.
different categories.
Because
But-
because the admin has control of how slow or fast the pace of the game
Yeah.
goes.
Okay.
So like the tickets are froze on the other team's side. So like they can make the game last forever basically, like never end. One side has 0 tickets, the other side has however many, and then the owner can do whatever they want. So I don't know if they're cheating or if
well,
it's
there's
glitched
pros
out.
and cons to that. That's for sure.
So we just have to make sure.
Hmm.
I'm guessing we just join EA servers, and then we'll be
Yeah,
all
if
right.
it's multiplayer, then other than campaign.
And then I've been unlocking the newer gear and attaching new gear, so that's helping a little bit because you still got to catch people on the spur of the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like you basically got to sneak around because you're hunting.
Right.
You're essentially
Survival.
hunting. Yeah, survival.
Well, that's
It's
war
whoever
tactics.
sees whoever first, basically. Anyways, so
Okay, cool.
yeah. So yeah, come check out the TikTok channel, One Eye Truck and Gaming. I've been uploading. So actually, if you want a sneak peek, if you want a sneak peek of the podcast before it comes out on YouTube, you can go to TikTok and see the shorts. I've been posting the segments on TikTok, the random segments that we do, testing that out. I mean, obviously they're not. not going like the greatest or anything. We're still getting views and whatnot, but there's hardly much watch time. It's because they got the
Yeah.
finger swipe thing going on TikTok too much.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
you really got
for
to
you,
set the
yeah.
hook.
If you go things like for you, they let you random stuff will pop up.
But I'm not.
That's what I look
I don't
for.
really care about TikTok. Like it's just basically for advertising. But what I think I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start editing those videos and putting like go to YouTube to
Yeah.
see the full podcast kind of thing on them. So when people click on it, the first thing they see, they're gonna see that writing.
Yeah.
Go to YouTube for full podcast episodes, because I mean there's people that are watching somewhat. You can see there's a few minutes in there, but anyways, so yeah, so if you want to see that, go ahead and check out TikTok. I uploaded the game chat episodes; those did really good. The mini game chat episodes that we did, where it's like the podcast here, but we're discussing the games.
Yeah.
Those did really good on TikTok. For some reason, I don't know why or how, but especially Matthew's the Spider-Man one. I think that one got the most views out of the three.
Nice.
And then, like, I'm learning, like, with TikTok, I couldn't use certain YouTube music. They muted my videos, so now I gotta go through re-upload them with different music because they're awesome videos.
Yeah.
The one got 1 view, and the other one, because like they put it on hold, and then when they released it, it screwed up the algorithm.
Yeah.
So like it didn't push them to get the views that it needed.
Hmm.
So like when they hold your video for a review, it screws your view count. Anyways, so yeah, the podcast shorts are doing pretty good on TikTok. It's just another way to advertise. That's the way I look at it. I don't even know how TikTok works. I don't know. Like I'm not even looking into getting paid because I don't know how it works on there yet. So maybe if all of a sudden they give me the option to do it, then I'll click on doing it. But until then, it's just basically advertising for here, kind of thing. The random things I upload there. Then I'm gonna saturate Facebook with it, obviously, because that's the goal is to get the word out, kind of thing.
Mhm.
Anyways, so there's a new game coming out. This is for Steam though, which I was kind of upset because it looked really good. It was SpongeBob SquarePants: Titans of the Tide, and the developers. It's developed by Purple Lamp, and like they use the real voice actors for the characters, and it's like I don't know if it's a platformer, but it's just like remember how the Donkey Kong game was that I played not for.
You talking
No,
about the
not
new
Donkey
one?
Kong. The Pac-Man game. It's like a platformer, like
Yeah,
that,
like
that
a
style.
3D.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you're like going this way, jumping up things, going that way,
I mean,
jumping up things,
yeah,
jumping
they,
across.
Yeah,
things.
they had older games that they did a SpongeBob game years ago that they brought on the newer systems. That's like
Cosmic Shift.
like a good game, one of those kind of games. So
Mhm.
I mean, it looks good. I
Mhm.
like the graphics look good, but it's for PC.
Mm-hmm.
It's only gonna be on Steam, which kind of is a bummer.
Yeah.
well, they let you put stuff early, even if it's not totally finished yet on there too.
Oh,
and try
gotcha.
stuff
So
out
maybe
on
that's what
Steam.
it is. Yeah.
Sometimes they do that.
Maybe
so.
they'll put it on PS5 and Xbox.
like even
next.
like it's in development. Even like they'll let you. Steam does that. That's which is cool about Steam, but
So Ninja Gaiden 4 is coming out.
yeah.
Or is it already
Ninja
out?
Gaiden 4, yeah.
I just heard about that. I seen a video on it. I don't know
Yeah,
anything
they
about
did a
it.
trailer.
I saw a
couple-
preload. Or,
they did a trailer a
I
couple-
just figured maybe you guys would know about it because you guys.
Yeah, they
know
did a
more about
trailer, release trailer a couple months ago when they were showing that off. Like
They're
everybody's
kicking
like,
it back to the-
Ninja
that.
Gaiden."
Oh, so it
And
has
they
original.
brought the older ones to the newer systems too, so everybody's like, "What?
It's older style, right? More original.
No, not the 2D one that
I'm
came
thinking
out.
Terminator then.
No, not the no. There's a Ninja Gaiden like that. It's hand drawn. That's 2D.
Yeah.
But they got the open world, the 3D open
Okay,
world
I'm
one.
trying
You
to
know,
get
like
a
the
picture of
Black
it.
series. You know, the Ninja Gaiden Black, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's that
Mhm.
kind. The fourth
Mhm.
one of those.
Okay.
Those games can be brutally hard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, not even the 2D ones, but the ones that they like Ninja Gaiden Black, and those games are easy. Well, Devil May Cry are hard too. It's like, Ninja Gaiden's kind of harder than those.
I don't mind in challenge. Don't get me wrong, but I'm all about the story. That's where the core is
Yeah.
for me.
So we
Those
got
type of
a
things.
much awaited update.
Of.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
Ooh.
They finally released a release date.
Yeah.
Finally, like they've
Yes,
been,
sir.
They've been dangling
That's
that
right.
worm out to us for the past 6 months
Shame on them.
with no updates. Basically, it's just
Until-
little peanuts here and there. So the
So
release
what's the scoop?
date
What's
is
the scoop?
for December 1st, 2025, which I can't wait.
What?
So I'm gonna have to start
Almost a
saving
month
for that.
away.
Yeah. So
I'm
yeah.
gonna cry.
So we're definitely
Hooray!
we're gonna definitely have to do that.
Alrighty
Jump
then.
into that and I mean, how many players? Is it 6? Or no, that was Ninja Turtles. How many players can you play at once? Is it 4 or 6?
I can't remember on that one. I know it's gonna be at least 4. I know that.
Yeah.
But we have plenty of controllers, so if it
Yeah.
because we'll play it on the PS4 version, and like I got like 10 controllers for that. So if however many characters we can use, we should max out. Totally
That
utilize
game,
it.
as far as I know, you can switch characters in the middle of the game.
Okay,
like
just
while
like-
you're when you're playing, you can actually switch to somebody else.
So that's okay.
Cool
That's what I
tag.
heard about that, anyways.
It's nice tag
Yeah,
out.
they did that with one of the Ninja Turtle games too. You can swap out your Ninja Turtle
Mhm.
character like mid play.
Probably the Shredders were
I
same
can't
guys
remember
made
which
that
one.
game. So Shredder's Revenge probably did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the director of Ghosts of Yodi, how do you say that? I can't. I just butchered it. Sorry, guys.
I know what you mean.
He expresses his desire to revive the Infamous franchise.
Okay.
Infamous. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna preload into
He wants
the Ninja
to work
Turtles
on
with
a
the
new
Graves there.
entry.
Okay.
This is what I've been waiting for in the series, as well as do a release of the original trilogy. So I'm excited about that.
Okay.
That's freaking to me. That's awesome.
Sucker Punch. So they're the ones that made that.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. With the Infamous, that they have to do with with the Second Son, and I know there's some different. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones. Yeah.
That's the third. Yeah, that's the third one.
So remember when there was Vampire?
I just don't
Rizzo,
understand why they didn't
girl,
use the same
so I
guy.
think.
You get something happens to him at the end of the other one. You never
The
played
second
them.
one?
Yeah.
Oh no, I only
You pick choices through. Yeah.
because I only made it through like 3/4 of it. It got too hard for me. I couldn't get past.
Yeah.
a certain part in
That's
the
what.
second
That's my.
one.
That was my first platinum.
Okay.
Was Infamous 2. I got a platinum.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even think I had the game saved for it though.
Yeah. Infamous 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was my
'cause
first
I
platinum
beat
back
the
in the
first
day.
one and I couldn't beat the second one. I got like
Mine was
3/4 of the
Batman.
way through it and I just
Telltale.
kept getting stuck.
Yeah, that can be brutal. And
I beat
that one you
Infamous
pick,
second
bad guy, good guy, that kind of stuff. And
Because I got them for free. I think it was. Remember when the PlayStation Network went down for a while
yeah, and they gave him for
and
free.
they gave them for free?
Yeah, you
that's
couldn't
when I
play
got
it for
it.
months on.
Yeah.
I've been finding there's a lot of these games like that, or just I didn't get all the way through, but I really want to revisit them.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much to them, but really, there's a lot of content.
Yeah, like when I played Uncharted 3, I only beat that maybe
There's
once back in
another
the
one,
day.
Uncharted. I mean,
And I
that's-
played it through on PS4 to beat it, Uncharted 3, and then I ended up doing Uncharted 4, which I never played all the way through. I just beat that. Which is funny because I played it on moderate, which is normal. And then the 2 lower levels before that, if you beat the game on that, you get a trophy for them too. So I got 3 trophies. When I
Right, well, that's what makes it. If you're going for trophies, it takes.
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, 3 right away. I don't need to play the other.
So
Yeah, Infamous would be great.
one of the new things you can do on the PS5, which I didn't even realize you could do it, is you can create your own live wallpapers, I guess, or you can create your own wallpapers.
Animated wallpapers.
You have to somehow you have to click on a game,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Screenshot.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
and then-
screenshot it somehow, and then you can make your own
yeah, I've seen the
background.
themes. Yeah.
Yeah, and themes.
Yeah.
Like,
I still miss it when you see a preloader game and you get an avatar, or you get a screen
Yeah.
theme and all that
A
stuff.
theme,
They
yeah,
get-
theme.
They got rid of that.
yeah. So you create your own live wallpapers.
You hear that?
Yeah, that's the washing machine done.
Oh, that was the fridge being open.
You know what? No, that's pretty neat.
I forgot. So this is on a game. I can't remember what game it was. Bringing back in the PS3. Bringing back the nostalgia for the PS3. It's a Mod Racers
Mod Nation?
in Mod Nation. Did you see that video on that?
No, I haven't seen the
So
video.
the one guy did a video on that. You can actually go back and play that online, just like when I was talking about
Yeah.
with the Warhawk.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have to change the DNS server. You have to go back on your PS3, reactivate. They're reactivating their old servers by changing the DNS to a custom one, and then he gave you what it was. He told you what the DNS server was. You have to change it. So somehow you can do that, and somebody's actually brought that back. So for all those people that liked playing that game, you can go back
That's
and play
You
cool.
can
it
make your own guys.
online,
They had different things. It was like
online
it's basically
multiplayer.
like Little Big Planet on racing before they did.
Well, yeah. Well, he compared it to copying what's that one for Nintendo?
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they did.
It's
You
like
made
their
your own,
version of
yeah.
it, yeah. But
Okay.
he said better. I don't know if it's any better or not, but I tried playing on the Vita and I didn't care for it. You couldn't do multiplayer on the Vita
Well, that's different than the playing
Yeah.
the.
because I think it was for free on the Vita 1 month, so
Yeah.
I got it. Anyways, so yeah, that'll be the end of gaming news and beyond. So we'll have to start the next segment. All right, guys, and we're back. We're doing this next segment. We're going to be rating horror movies. Top 20. Well, I think there's 18. I left a little room just in case you guys wanted to add one. Top 20
Okay.
horror movies. I know
movies.
you guys already know my opinions on them.
I don't. I've watched some over the years. I don't really care for straight up horror movies. to be
Yeah,
honest
I
with
don't
you.
either. But some of these are the comedy ones.
Yeah.
This is just
Well,
five.
my take on that, of course, from where I used to be when I was younger versus now. Plus, there, I've before we get further into it, I don't want to take up a lot of time on it, but there's stuff that I've actually watched, and I wouldn't even think that it was like actually in that category as horror because it's more like comedy. I mean, it's
Yeah.
more like say like a Halloween season thing. It wasn't like extremely gory, but it's like it was considered horror, and like
Because you're dealing with monsters or whatever.
Yeah. so. Anyway,
So, anyways, yeah, we're going to rate them
right.
1 to 5 just like last time.
Okay.
Let's see.
And I don't have my pen. So I guess we're just going to have to.
Apologize in advance for any triggers for any people that are.
Yep. So,
I'm not
anyways,
apologizing for anything unless I do something really
yeah.
Well, some
offensive
people might
on
be triggered
purpose.
because
Unless
of,
I
you
do
know-
something really offensive on purpose, which I don't.
Listen, pretty
This,
much
this
horror,
is for funsies.
horror genre, so we're gonna get past that.
I tried not to get too crazy.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of the ones I don't know.
I wasn't prepared.
Yeah, there's a lot of
So I'm
stuff probably I
saying,
don't know. I probably ain't even heard of them because of Sean.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Shaun of the Dead.
Because I never- I was
exactly.
I was never
There's
into
one.
horror movies.
Mhm.
So like I didn't watch the
watched
bloody,
some.
gory,
Yeah, I watched
crazy
some, but
things.
like
I mean, some of the. I mean, we'll see. All right, so
Well, back then, never mind.
no, let's just go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Drag it
the
out.
Gremlin. So this is gonna be movie or movies in
That's fine.
general.
There's
As,
funny-
as one.
I heard Gremlins.
All
So
right.
Yeah,
there's a
Gremlins.
good one.
So the Gremlin
Good
franchise.
example.
That's on there.
Yeah, that's what I put. Yeah,
1 to 5.
yeah, 1 to
Oh,
5
gosh,
star.
Which one?
Well, the first.
It doesn't
one,
matter.
The first one. The
Original?
second one's
Combined.
not.
Yeah.
First one. 4.5 or something like that.
The original Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay, 4.5 exactly.
We're not doing the Nightmare Before
I,
Christmas.
I wasn't, but it's
That's not
seasonal.
a horror.
Oh, okay,
Christmas
gotcha.
in the show. That's what.
Okay.
Never mind. I went too deep.
Yeah. Went over my head.
It's because it's Christmas in the Gremlins movie.
Oh, gotcha. You got it. Okay. Yeah. I know.
Thank
how
you,
many?
Dave.
Yeah, how many of them did they did that with?
So I did one.
No other movies like that. There's always
The
There's
seasonal-
always, they
Die
always
Hard.
have stuff. They always
Yeah.
have stuff like that.
Scary.
I heard.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going 4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd have
The
to,
original at the
I'd-
time, Spielberg definitely got to be at the top
He
of the
produced
tier
it.
for
Yeah, he
that.
produced that.
I have to go for 4.5 as well because I enjoyed the first one.
Mhm.
I mean, I seen it as a
Yeah.
kid.
I
You know,
mean,
I watched it as
that's
a
one
kid
thing I
growing up.
miss. I mean, now like it's all like streaming. You can get movies or early theatrical release at home and stuff. But actually going to a cinema, the Jubilee lights blaring and going there with your family and stuff. I miss that extremely. That was one of the stuff that I went to as a kid, and that was one of the movies I watched.
So what was your rating?
4.5.
4.5. Okay, cool. So
Solid,
that's in the lead so far.
solid 4.5.
The Tremors movies.
Tremors.
Tremors?
I enjoy them, even the ones that they bring like the video with Michael
original,
Gross
like
being
Fred
the main
Ward,
guy.
Kevin Bacon,
Every-
original.
all of them.
Michael
All
Gross,
of
he's in all of them,
Yeah.
which he's
Yeah.
great. And all like
Yeah.
the franchise a 4. I'll give it a 4.
Yeah.
I like the Tremors stuff, even that stuff when they got a little cheesy and stuff. Still funny and entertaining to me.
Yeah, I'm going 3.5.
Oh, that hurts. Because
It does,
You
but I
love
like the
Tremors, yeah.
I
original.
absolutely love them except for the fourth one.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen
I
The
like
fourth
them.
one is dumb when they go back in time.
Oh, that one.
It's
Yeah,
a
I never.
pre- it's a prequel.
That's why I never watched it because it was back in time.
That was the
Michael
only
Gross.
one I did not like. I watched it just because I wanted to see
Yeah.
what it was about. And then I watched it once, but all the rest of them I've seen 100 times.
Well, I'm glad we all have a different opinion. Like me, I kind of like went off after the first one. I was kind of
So that's why I'm going to go with 4.5 just
Michael
because
Gross's
the
character is the
fourth
most
one.
is
Exactly.
the best one out of all. Like,
And I
he's
was-
just crazy. It's just like I still what was it, the second one? Like it was like I can't remember how he put it, but he's like because he had to get into and he's like the truck is all messed up. He's all messed up because he had to fight them all off. He said something about like I can't remember how he put
Oh
it, but
yeah,
like
I've
about
never. Yeah.
like recon or something would have
Yeah.
been.
I thought you were gonna mention Critters. not
You know what I'm
Tremors.
talking about when he says like to those guys like you didn't tell me what was going on
Exactly.
basically.
Yeah.
And he's like
Yeah.
it would have been nice to
Yeah. I used
To
to
be
have that
prepared.
memorized. He's like, I pulled out the 50 cal, I emptied that, and then
It's like, this is empty. I've never been out of bullets before.
neat.
Oh, you gotta mention Army of Darkness now. Now you mentioned shotgun.
Well,
Boomstick.
we'll wait till the end because I told
Yeah.
you I left some space for you guys to pick one.
House.
Um,
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't go too deep. I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm just
We
adding
gotta
commentary.
we gotta
trying to keep
20
it kind of
we
family
gotta
friendly.
get 20 to get through the list. So
So anyways, I think it's the Secret Window.
The Secret Window.
I think that's what it was called. I forgot to look it up. I think it was with Johnny Depp.
I know you're talking about, but I don't think I've ever seen it. So
Is that where he's the writer? Oh, okay.
I think so. He is that house.
Yeah.
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 I give it
I
a
know what
3
you're
because I
talking
know what
about.
I heard about it. I'll
Yeah.
just give it a 3 because
Yeah.
I've seen things about
Yeah.
it and clips.
I'll go with the 3 just
Johnny
because
Depp's an awesome actor and he does a lot
Right.
of different stuff.
because
So
it was very, really, really twisted and morbid. The ending
Yeah.
was insane.
Johnny Depp did a lot of
Oh
stuff
my
like that
gosh,
too.
it
If
was
you didn't
bad.
know, like
So,
twisted
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm trying to be self-conscious now to be family friendly.
like,
So
like to me, it was morbid. Like that's the wrong. Like I
Yeah.
saw it back in the day. This was BC.
Yeah.
It
I saw it a
twist.
few times, but then like since I come to know Lord, I haven't seen it since. Just because I
certain
remember
things
it was
I don't
morbid.
watch, yeah.
Some things I just won't watch. Just
Wasn't that
because
the twist
Yeah.
at the end?
Yeah, the
Like,
twist at
it's-
the- yeah, that was
okay. Now
bad.
I remember.
he's
Yeah.
like eating the corn. Oh. Anyways, the Chucky movies, Chucky
Yeah.
franchise,
Huh?
the Chucky franchise.
Chucky?
Chucky.
Hi,
I'm Chucky. Want to play?
Man.
Maybe a 2.5 just because it's
Yeah.
how many people like Chucky.
See, that's the funny thing.
Otherwise,
'cause
I'd field goal
I'm-
kick Chucky. Like I just feel like if my size 15 boot would be like,
Well, it's like
oh,
now
I got to
Call
come
of
give me
Duty.
Chucky.
It's like there's Chucky, but then it seems where like a lot of those original, and again, this is just because it's classical horror.
Yeah, that's
movies,
why
they
I
do,
give it a
like
2.5
Friday the
just because
13th,
of
Nightmare on Elm
Chucky.
Street,
In the
and
movies
stuff.
in general, no.
There's like 18 of them. And it's like
My size 15 would drop kick him through the uprights of life.
the originals.
That's how I feel about certain guys now if I came across them in horror
Yeah,
movies.
yeah, 2. I'm not,
2.5 just because of Chucky.
2.5.
yeah, 2.
2. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that too. Mainly because I only liked one movie out of the whole entire franchise.
First one,
The Pride of Chucky.
The Bride of Chucky.
Because it was comical. The rest of them were
Okay.
the rest of them are to me is
Hey.
completely
It's just-
stupid.
yeah.
What would
Completely
you say?
stupid. The Bride of Chucky. That was to me. That was the one. The
Yeah.
only one I watched a million times, and I absolutely loved it because it was funny. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna go with that too. Probably like a 3, maybe. I'll give it 2.5. I'll go with 2.5.
Blah, 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 blah.
Pet Cemetery movies.
The first one is the only one I really think about.
The
so-
remake, yeah, it's just the originals. I go back to the
3.
original with stuff.
Yeah, the original one. It's like a
'Cause-
little kid.
I mean, it's like Salem's
That-
Lot.
that's
you
the
know,
only one I
original
ever
stuff.
watched.
There's,
Yeah,
the
you
first
know,
one. And I didn't like it.
Dark
3.
Shadows and
Nah, 2.5.
I'm gonna go with 1 just because it's how morbid it is.
Yeah, it's just just
I
because of the
didn't-
certain people like so.
I don't really care for horror movies.
Yeah,
and
I
that was
don't
one
either.
that
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
one of
really
those
care
ones,
for.
yeah.
So
2.
Isn't that the thing with horror movies though? Some of it's like that, and other ones is like
Yeah, some of them are-
Yeah,
yeah,
that's just how it.
I think it just takes a certain individual to like those kind. I guess.
So what about the Simpsons Halloween specials?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I
I
threw
thought
my
it was
DVD
in
away
there.
because it was the devil. I don't know.
Oh gosh!
And when I first come to the Lord, I threw it in the garbage.
2.
I had the DVDs for
Still,
them.
but
Yeah.
Pet
Okay,
Cemetery
well,
2.
usually. Okay.
What about it?
2. That's all.
Oh,
I'm
2.
saying.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a low score. I'm gonna go with 1.
Sure.
1 star.
It's one of those Stephen King things. You're like, oh, Stephen King, you know.
Okay. What about this? Nightmare on Elm Street
In general,
in general. The whole franchise. Is there any movies that you liked out of it?
yeah. He also, when I was a little kid, because I saw him when I shouldn't have. When I was a kid, I had really
TV show?
demonic nightmares.
Yeah.
Like I know they were demonic nightmares. Him as a character, and because of the guy that Robert Englund played him, he's great. Nobody else
Yeah,
can play him. They
exactly.
had other guys play him. He's great as him. The character in general, he's messed up. If you know the background of the character,
Yeah.
he's messed. I'm not going to talk
Yeah.
about that too
Exactly.
much. Why he's the way he is.
Exactly.
But in general, I'm just going to give it a 3 just because of the character. And it's one of those characters, if he came into real life, like, I don't know if you ever saw Freddy versus Jason. I remember the reason
I
I,
didn't
went and
see
saw
it.
it because
Comical.
Sean,
Oh,
you know, Friday the 13th, we went and saw it, and I was like, okay, Friday the 13th, you know, those two against each other, okay, I'll watch it. Or whatever.
It had to
Especially,
been good.
especially how they ended the last Friday the 13th before that, because Freddy's hand grabs Jason's mask out through the ground, and nobody expected that.
Right.
And they took a few years to do the actual movie. Yeah, he grabbed
Like that?
Jason got beat. Jason, was it Jason Goes to Hell? And the couple's walking away all in the sunset. And Jason's mask is laying there. All of a sudden, Freddy's hand, the claw hand, comes out and grabs the mask and pulls it down.
So is that?
It took years later for them to actually do the movie where both of them in the same movie.
So that means they're fighting against each other.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
he tried to
I've never seen
manipulate.
it.
He tried to
Yeah,
manipulate.
Freddy versus Jason.
Freddie tried to manipulate Jason.
Yeah.
And then
That's the
Freddy
gets in
got
his
pulled
mind.
into the real world, which he wants to do at times.
Huh.
But he was not happy he got pulled in the real world because Jason was there to whoop on him.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and at the end of the movie,
In the
at the end of the
dream, that's where
movie,
Freddy gets
it's
his
hilarious. At the end of the
powers.
movie,
You know, it's in the dream.
Jason comes out of the water and he's got Freddy's decapitated.
What?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Jason whooped up. Yeah,
Oh,
Jason.
so Jason whooped him.
Yeah, because in the
Oh,
real
yeah.
world, Freddy's just a dude
He's nothing.
that looks like a scary dude that could mess you up. But in the real world,
And then,
coming across somebody like
Dream
Jason,
World,
yeah,
he's in control.
yeah.
Ah,
That's the
And
thing,
Jay-
because even with his
That's
glove,
cool.
he could actually hurt you
Yeah.
in his real life. But
Yeah, in
really,
real life,
but
in the
it's
dream world,
all-
could
the
kill
whole
you.
Yeah,
point
it
is
makes sense how they
scaring
did that.
scaring and
Yeah.
traumatizing you in
Yeah,
your own
yeah.
dream.
It came up in
And
my
then
YouTube,
killing you while you
my
sleep.
YouTube stuff, like clips, movie clips, like just going through, where he
Beg your
actually
pardon.
realized he was in the real world. The look on Freddy's face
Yeah, 'cause
when he realized he's
hit
in the
it.
real world and Jason's right there.
yeah,
No, he was not happy. He's like, "Woo," you know,
how the
like
heck did he get there?
because he gets through through people. That's how he usually gets
okay.
through people, and he got
Oh
pulled.
yeah,
He
yeah.
got pulled through.
Because I remember in some
There's
of
a
the
certain
movies
amount of time
He
to
did
get
not
pulled
want
in.
to get pulled in like when Jason was there.
Now I kind of want to watch it, but maybe not.
There's some humor in it. There's some stuff. You got stuff from that's in the Nightmare on Elm Street movies how they do the horror stuff. You got stuff how Jason does stuff because he doesn't like anybody that's an adult. But yeah, overall, just a 3. Just because he also scared the crap out of me when I was a kid.
So that'll move on to the next one is Jason.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th movies.
3.5, depending on what it is. I got a funny story after you guys.
Yeah,
say
they're all
something
kind of
about
the
that.
same.
I actually don't think I've seen any of the movies.
And
I've
See,
never
the
watched
thing
Jason.
with me that back to Nightmare on Elm Street, one of the reasons why I'd say it's 3.5 for me. Got a little fast, but I remember, and regardless of a character, the reason why I'm giving a little bit more of score is because, okay, so rewind when I was younger. I remember my parents had a box TV in their room.
Yeah.
It was like after 9 o'clock, you could
Yeah.
like move the ears just
Yeah.
a little bit. And I remember it just so happened to like catch HBO with like the show. I
Oh,
was like,
wow.
it was all spooky and creepy. And I actually saw it, and it was like so that adds to like the memory of like the character. But
The story, I think I told you this before. We had a black and white TV in my brother's room when I was a kid, and 31, that channel had uncut movies or whatever. It was a weekend. It was during the day, and there was a Friday the 13th movie on, right? One of the middle ones or whatever. He's killing teenagers and stuff. My mom comes walking in. And she's like, "What are you watching?" I'm like,
Oh,
and I was like
Crazy
8 years
topic.
old or something like that. I was like,
Oh,
I think I was
no.
8 or something like that. And I said, "It's like you didn't have nightmares." And I go, my kid's logic goes, "I'm not afraid of Jason. He doesn't hurt kids." I was never afraid of Jason because he didn't
I
hurt
remember
kids.
you told me that story.
The story-wise, because Jason's actually a kid that was killed, drowned,
Oh yeah.
and anybody that's a teenager, because the camp counselors, that's why he comes.
because they didn't help them.
So anybody that's older,
Yeah.
doing mature stuff,
Yeah.
he kill the kids. He doesn't
That's
have a problem. He
crazy.
doesn't kill kids.
Yeah.
So when I was afraid of Freddy, obviously for obvious reasons. Jason, it's like, hey, Jason doesn't hurt kid. My mom's like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
she shook her head and like, I'm not. But she still, it's like, it's one of those things like I shouldn't be watching it because of the other stuff that's in there, not just the violence,
Right.
other stuff in there. But yeah, it was like
Last
yeah,
stuff I watched was just like didn't take it seriously because it was a movie, even though it was bad. Just didn't
Yeah,
think
it's
about it,
yeah, my logic-
realize the way I do now.
my kid's logic, the kid's
Yeah.
brain, like
You don't know better.
I'm not afraid of him.
Yeah. Next one, Jaws.
Jaws.
The original Jaws.
Any of them, any of the movies.
You can't rate if you rate the other ones on top of that, you'll be going down. Jaws,
That's a
the original
staple.
one's 4.5
Yeah.
or 5, close to that. 2's not bad. That's like 4. You go 3, it gets lower. Jaws Revenge is like so bad. I remember Michael Caine getting pulled out. I remember I saw the drive. He gets pulled out of the water and his shirt's dry. That's how they it's like. And even
Oh
Michael
my
Caine,
gosh.
like when he's asked
Yeah,
about it
Richard
now,
Dreyfuss.
he's like, yeah, as bad as he's like, I never watched it, but he got paid. He goes, that paid for my house for my what or whoever.
Yeah.
He's like, I got paid a lot of money for it for not that long.
Yeah.
He's like, that's what his reaction was to it. He's like, I don't care. It's like I got.
So I remember when I was a kid, it came on like TNT. Remember how like on the weekends
Mhm.
you'd
Yeah.
have like all nighters, they'd have movies, and they had like a Jaws marathon. And I remember I watched them, but I don't remember anything about them. I remember the first one.
The first one's
obviously
great,
the first
the
one was
story,
good.
yeah.
I think I watched the first 3
Mm-hmm.
that night. So, but I don't remember them. I just remember the first
The
one.
first
Yeah,
one,
the
you
tracker in
might
the cage.
yeah, you might look at the
Sounds
shark
like a
now and like,
dinosaur
oh, how cheesy
yelling.
it is. But back then, there's a
Yeah, exactly.
But
That's what I thought. I remember because you can see inside the mouth, and you
Yeah,
can
the
see.
teeth, yeah. I mean,
There's
Universal
a
Studios.
mechanical, it was
Yeah.
a mechanical shark.
You
They
could
had
tell it
problems
was
with the shark.
fake,
That's why
so,
they
yeah.
that's why they had it. Like when they filmed it, he had to change how he filmed it, which worked out better for the movie if they had the shark in it all the time.
Yeah.
But the way they did it, it's and the characters in it, the first one's great. And that's not even in my character. It's not even the other stuff they tried to push more towards horror. How horror movies, especially Jaws Revenge. Oh, the shark is descended from the other ones and remembers how the family kept killing the other sharks.
I never understood that.
It's always the family. It's always the family at a certain point. That even the third one's like his sons when he's older at the aquarium, and then his wife because he's gone, he's dead, and their family. So another shark. And it's just like, okay, now you're getting... it's like, revenge. Oh, the shark's descended, and it's like... No, the first two made more sense. The first two made more sense because the shark showed up and, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Anyways, the
original one, 4.5. The other ones, it goes down.
I agree.
Yeah, I'll go the same just because, like I said, the only thing I did not like that I remember from the first one, I remember seeing, like, inside the mouth, you can see some kind of...
It was mechanical.
You can tell the shark is fake.
The actors, and how they actually did not. There's certain guys that did not like each other too in real life. Robert Shaw and Dreyfuss did not like each.
Yeah, you can tell the teeth were like.
And Shaw had some he was infamous for having some kind of issue. Like he was like on some of the stuff. It's like and it's ad libbed, and you know that it's like they really don't like each other. Yeah, they really didn't. But it, like the movies, even the story he tells that gruesome World War II story. That's based on actually stuff that happened. What he's talking about that happened with the ship going down and they were in the water for that long and how many sharks showed up and killed the guys. They tells that story and they're like that stuff actually happened. So it's like in real life. That's like gruesome stuff. So, but that movie's John Williams, another great movie score that he does all the music for all these different movies. So, and the Jaws theme works.
Yeah.
For what it's
representing. Ernest Scared Stupid.
I love that movie.
What do you mean, Vern?
The four, that one I'll put it as a 4 just because it's funny. That one I like all of them.
Yeah.
My friend Dave and I when we would watch it and we
and
we had to get milk. He would always say Miak because remember he said
exactly.
he thought it was like not milk. That was the thing. Miak and the troll's like Miak.
Yeah.
Like was that like? What?
Yep. So when I watched
Nostalgia.
I watched it a lot, but I was like 12.
Yeah.
So it did scare me.
Sure.
The
troll
was ugly. It had stuff dripping off it, or shiny.
Turn people into like wood figures.
It was Mr. Boogedy, that's for sure.
So that scared the crap out of me.
Mr. Boogedy scared me later when I was a kid. The Disney stuff that was on Saturday night.
Because it was an Ernest movie. It wasn't as scary. It was more
funny. It's he's trying to be funny with scary stuff. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give it 4.5.
It's like Trolls.
Yeah.
We're watching Trolls.
4.5.
4.5. Yeah. For Ernest?
For Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yeah, it's funny, man. That stuff is hilarious. 4. I give it about 4, but
go with 4. Why not?
Right.
It was. There's stuff in its own. I'm thinking like you because there's stuff that came out all the time, so it's kind of like, well, I don't want. What I mean by all the time, there's different stuff. Whether it's at camp or how different segments. But that was for Halloween. It's funny.
The Leprechaun movies.
Leprechaun.
Warwick Davis. Warwick Davis playing that Leprechaun.
Is he still alive?
Yeah,
I forgot to look. I was going to Google to see if he's still alive.
He's still around.
I could have sworn he passed away last year.
He's still around.
Oh, that's good.
Because
he did a lot of stuff. He played, Willow.
The Ewok, the main Ewok,
he did a
which
lot
that
of
happened by that he did when he was a kid.
Yeah.
He said that happened by accident because they had to replace somebody that got hurt.
Oh wow!
So he just played a certain way.
He was a kid when he did. Do you guys remember any of the Leprechaun movies?
Vaguely. I know there's way too many of them. They kind of do that with horror movies. The character, because of how funny he is, I give it a 2.5 or 3, just like I did for the movies in general. No, the character is funny with some of the stuff, but it's not something I would sit there and watch.
I owned
2. Not my favorite.
I owned 5 of them. Really? 1, 2, 3. Leprechaun in the Hood, and then Leprechaun in Space. I owned all of those. Yeah.
Leprechaun in Space.
Yeah, that's how far they went. I don't know.
Right, it's like
they came
Jason
out with more.
in Space.
Yeah, it's like when they went Jason X, like when he went into space.
After the third one, I was like, this is so stupid because he went to the Hood and it was like B-rated, completely dumb storyline, and then it got worse with Leprechaun in Space. I mean, it was just like the most dumbest thing you could possibly
video movies.
imagine.
Like write the video movies. Those ones.
Oh my gosh! So I mean, I don't even know if they made anything else.
Oh, they made more.
That,
they probably made more.
Probably, but yeah. I'm gonna have to go with a 3.
Yeah.
Just because the first 3 were the first one was
funny,
the first one is the one that we watched as a kid.
A lot of these ones, unless it was a real standout or something,
and it actually had a decent storyline.
I'm going with.
The second one was like, okay, he's back, and then the third one was like, okay, he's back again, and then after that it just went. So, anyways,
Water go down the hole.
okay, the Hocus Pocus movies. I was gonna put The Craft, but I don't think I did.
No.
No, I
Hocus Pocus is Disney movies with
The two, yeah. Yeah.
a 2.
Two and a
I
half.
want to give it a 1. I was like, well,
Two
give
and
it
a
a
half.
1.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 1 just because to me,
I just 1 and a 1.
my sisters absolutely loved it, and I thought it was the dumbest thing I
1.
ever seen in my entire
Well,
life.
I don't think it's like the greatest. It ain't the worst. The reason why I gave it 2.5 is because
I mean, the only reason why I watched, I think, is
sequel.
because
I thought it was
the
getting
blonde
interesting.
witch was hot
Yeah.
back in the day.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I think that might be.
I was- I was like
remember. I just know.
16.
I just
Well,
know. I
everybody,
just know.
yeah,
Bette-
yeah.
That's,
I just don't remember Bette
hormones.
Midler or whatever's in it. Or
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I want to give it a
I just
1.
remember the blonde one. I was like, ooh, she's hot. Ooh.
I give it a 1.
I'm gonna go with the 1.
It's not something I want to sit there and
2.5.
watch.
Okay. I didn't
like
see the
the
second one
story.
just because
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you?
See, I
come
only
up
saw
with-
parts of them, and I just didn't want to see any more.
30
Like,
years
I
later, you
fell
come
in
out
love
with the
it.
second one, and
Yeah.
they're
Well, the whole thing
old.
was like
Yeah.
them trying to break the curse and different things.
Yeah, I just don't
story-wise
wanna
and
see
things.
I don't
anymore.
know. I don't remember.
Well,
There we
everyone's
go.
gonna die.
Little
But,
Shop
yeah.
of Horrors.
5.
I see that. The funny thing
Rick
is one of those.
Moranis.
It's funny when I see. I remember there was one of those drive-in movies that my mom took us to.
Oh my gosh, I really like
didn't
that
And we
see
movie.
took it, like
See, that's the
drive-in.
thing,
We
too.
would go.
Taking
We
his-
drive it all the time. 3.5,
I
3,
think I
3
did.
and a half.
Really?
Didn't that
Oh,
come out
God.
the same time as like Dick Tracy
Yeah,
and Roger Rabbit?
yeah, around that time. Yeah,
Wow.
it was like
Because
drive-in stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
I really
Yep.
I really
During the
like
summertime.
that movie.
Yeah, because I was like 12, and I had a friend. It was a girl, and I spent the night there all the time. I slept on the couch. She slept in her room, obviously, but we were really good friends. And we were only 12. We're kids, and we watched Little Shop of Horror like every day that I came over. All like we watched it over and over. That was our favorite movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, besides Back to the Future, that's when
Yeah.
Back to the Future. We watched one of those big, huge discs.
Oh yeah, the laser discs.
Yeah, her
Or the
uncle,
beta
Her
disc.
uncle would put the big, huge gold discs into the machine, and we watched
it
them.
was either
And they had
that or
this big,
beta.
huge, flat
Beta.
screen TV, and this was like in the
Beta or
Wow.
laser disc.
91.
It could have been laser disc or whatever.
Yeah, it's probably laser
Yeah.
disc. The big, huge TV, and Mario was like this tall on it, and we'd play Mario on that thing. But anyways, it was a good time. So that's my memory of that Little Shop of Horror. I'll give it 4.5 just because of the nostalgia of it. I haven't seen it since.
Yeah, I
I
haven't
have-
seen it in a long time. So
Man.
Rick Moranis is hilarious and
Yeah.
stuff. I think is it Steve
Yeah, Bill
Martin?
Murray.
Is it Steve Martin in that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dentist.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
he's
yeah.
in it, too. Steve Martin's hilarious. Yeah.
I forgot about that. That's the
Steve
whole
Martin's
dentist
hilarious.
scene is
Say,
hilarious. Yeah,
Steve Martin's
It's
hilarious.
musical.
He's like,
it's a horror
put
musical.
the mask on.
Yeah, Steve
But-
Martin's hilarious.
Yeah.
Um, Next up, The Lost Boys.
Lost Boys.
That's a classic.
5.
4.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to 4.
The original. I think they're
Yeah.
supposed to be making something that were. I think Keith Sutherland is going to be coming back. An actual sequel.
I just thought of one that I could have added, but I didn't.
Yeah.
This is a list that I made up. This wasn't one that I found online. This is a list of things I could.
That was one of my
Yeah.
favorite ones too.
That's why it's not as like gory like
Yeah.
Centipede
Yeah.
or
Or Hellraiser or anything
human
like that.
body
Yeah.
things.
Pinhead and all that
Exactly.
stuff in there.
Yeah.
It.
I didn't watch those. Yeah,
Well, like with Lost Boys, for me that was a big thing because it was
These-
like a coming of age.
these are ones that I
because
just remember
Yeah.
from growing up.
Yeah, because it was more adolescent, and then
Yeah.
come on, Michael.
I watched it a couple times, and it was when
But
I
then
was a
it's
kid, and I
scary.
probably shouldn't have.
Yeah,
And it was scary like the first time,
Yeah.
and then like
Mhm.
the second time
That's-
it wasn't as bad.
That's one of Sean's favorite movies. I know that.
But
Lost Boys.
it was kind of scary. So like I never rewatched it again because I just remember that part. Thou shalt not. That freaked
Yeah.
me out every time I heard that come up all the time.
Santa Carla.
And then I
all
didn't
the-
like the concept of them being turned into vampires,
Santa Cruz, Santa
kind
Carla.
of thing. That freaked me out.
I didn't say it all. You'd have to think of the movie. when
I didn't see the
anybody
newer
gave us it.
one
Never mind.
either. I didn't see the second one either.
No, the first one is really.
So yeah, I'm gonna. What was your score?
Hmm?
What was your
5.
score? 5.
4.
Just because
Or-
of
I think I'll go with
nostalgia.
a 3, just because of the nostalgia. of
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween.
Dun, 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 dun. Michael
Myers.
Michael Myers. Is it the do 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 do
Yeah.
or whatever?
That's
that-
one
that
of
weird
John's
music?
favorite. It's between that Friday the 13th.
I think my
and the
sister
favorite one.
liked that. That's why I brought it up. My little sister enjoyed that.
I
Yeah,
want to
3
take
just
back
'cause of the
Lost
character,
Boys
just
from
like them.
4.5.
I don't
but
know much
Halloween would
about
be
it.
5.
Did he have like
That's
a
just-
mom or something that was
Huh?
part of the movie?
That's Jason in the first one.
Okay.
Like Michael Myers'
His
family
criminal,
sister.
his- yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis is like his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well,
for
like,
Halloween, it's like we're talking about, movies in Halloween. I mean, that's like the staple. I mean, there you go.
I do laugh at that one dude that's like went viral because of the videos he does, and he wears the whole Michael Myers outfit, and he'll drive around.
Yeah.
And then like look at somebody, oh, there's another vehicle,
Yeah,
freak him
yeah.
out. Or the one dude that does it and plays the piano really well. He'll go somewhere like he went to a mall where they had a piano set up, and he's playing.
It's all interesting how they got that mask idea too.
I remember years ago. I don't know if Sean ever knew this. Back in the day, another friend, because he lived at one of the the old apartments. This is like 20 plus years ago. Because he'd sit there at night and watch his horror movies or whatever, and he wanted to get one of his friends, because he was a bigger dude, to get the Michael, like the over, the outfit, like work outfit that he had, and get a Michael Myers hat and have him show up at his house outside at the window and do stuff. I'm like, dude, you're gonna end up getting somebody.
Yeah.
Like, no, we gotta. He's like, no, I guess that. He goes like, oh, it'd be funny. I go, yeah, probably, but
no,
only for a little bit until something happened.
So what are you gonna give it?
I'll give 5.
5 for Halloween.
3.
I'm gonna give it a 1. I never.
I'm giving it for the character. I'm just the character.
I think I saw bits and pieces, but I didn't see.
There's different. There's so many of them. I just
This one, I remember seeing as a kid, Arachnophobia. I used to love this movie when I was a
Spiders
kid.
are freaking. It makes you afraid of spiders.
Yeah.
They give you arachnophobia.
Yeah, John Goodman did.
Yeah,
it all.
that did. Like
Jeff
it
Daniels.
gave me a fear of
Yeah.
spiders
Yeah.
for a little while.
Yeah,
4.
It didn't last, but for a little
A
while.
4.
It gave me a healthy respect for them, anyways.
yeah, that's solid.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4. Yeah.
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 All right, here we go. Little Monsters.
Oh wow, Fred Savage and
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Howie Mandel.
Oh, Mendel.
I just watched this again recently, like 6 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it was still
We'll
just
give it
as
a
good as
4.
it was when
I'll give it
when
a 4.
watched
I think
it
it's
growing
funny
up.
just how he gets through everything. But I'm trying to think, what was the one leader that they're all afraid of? I'm trying to think of his name.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. It's a big,
I
huge.
just remember
Was it Bruno or Brutus
Something
or
like
something
that.
weird?
Yeah, but it was still funny. It was a funny story. And see, that's the thing. I wouldn't consider that a horror.
Yeah,
It was just kind of like a goofball.
yeah. That's
No,
why I was
but
throwing that
yeah.
in here. Just
But that's
because-
cool. Yeah, 4.
Yeah, I'll give it a
It's cool.
4.
Why not?
3.5.
3.5. All right. All right, here we go.
Critters.
I know this one's gonna be no.
No critters?
No.
Oh
No,
gosh.
I never saw that.
No.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters 5.
All those movies
No, I
combined.
can't all of them combined. The original one.
Well, I don't want to downplay the all. Yeah, I'm gonna go 5 just
I haven't
because.
seen the 2 newer ones.
I'm
I
a fan.
wanted to. I don't count the other one that is not
Yeah,
connected.
I hear you.
Okay.
Okay, who brought the
Oh.
dog?
Overall, 4.5.
All right.
I gave the first one a 5, but
I'm gonna go with 5. So, and here's the reason why. So, the
Banter with the
girl
mirror?
one when it first came out, I didn't care for it because it was just weird. It didn't have that feeling.
yeah.
What now?
It was
Say it again?
the girl one, the girl Ghostbusters.
Oh.
What is it called?
Yeah.
Is there a name that they called it, or is it just
You
Ghostbusters?
talking
They
Ghostbusters.
just remake. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
the
talking about the new
Has a
one,
different
the
name.
one they remade it with all the girls? you
Yeah.
know? Yeah, I don't count that one.
yeah. So, when that first came out, I didn't
No
like
offense,
it.
but
So it was like years.
It's just warming up. It's almost done.
Okay. So for like years, I watched it one time and didn't care for it, but then all of a sudden I watched it again, and then I absolutely loved it.
hmm
I don't know if it was because
the first one.
no, the one of the girls.
You going with the girls? Sorry. Story-wise,
Yeah,
there's
I think-
it's not like there's nothing really wrong with it. I mean, I watched
hu-
it. I didn't think it was.
I
bad,
enjoyed
but,
it for the
to
humor.
The original.
The
it's just,
story,
like, tying it in.
The story,
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it because of the humor. Because I
Yes,
like the
exactly. I think
individual.
that's what
the
they tried to get
actors.
with
I
it.
like the I like
Yeah.
I like the actors.
Yeah.
in it, so I
So
think
out of
that's
respect
why
for that, that's what I'd give it more of a score. Is just for
Yeah.
their take,
But-
trying to do something.
I obviously I love the first 2, and then
Mhm.
I love the new 2.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't watched those ones. I've only seen clips of them.
With
Haven't had
Paul
a
Rudd,
chance.
the new ones?
Yeah,
The
I
two-
want to
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
them, but
like-
I just never.
I thought that was a great shout out, especially to Remus.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 5.
Egon.
Spangler.
And you bring in the old
Mm-hmm.
cartoons in there. It's even funnier. But
Oh yeah, heck yeah! I forgot about the cartoons.
Oh yeah, the real
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. The real
Yeah,
Ghostbusters.
the real Ghostbusters.
They had to name it that because
Yeah,
the
but there's
other
2 different
Ghostbusters-
versions, right?
They had to name it that because of that other cartoon that was called Ghostbusters.
The Funimation or whatever had that
Yeah.
ape.
Yeah. With the
Oh wait,
whole-
no, there's another one. There's
Let's go,
a newer version that's
Ghostbusters.
dumb. Like the cartoon animation is drawn horrible.
because
Or it
nowadays
came out like
a lot
10
of stuff
years
they don't,
ago.
yeah, a lot of stuff they don't draw anymore. It's done with computers. That's why it doesn't look the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now here's for my list. This is the last but not least. Tales from the Crypt.
HBO.
It's not a movie.
Well,
But
they do have
before-
movies of
They're
that.
they're,
That
they're
was
mini
classic,
mini
though.
movies or
yeah,
episodes.
it was like
The
Creep
Crypt Keeper.
Show.
Yeah.
But on TV. Yeah.
the Crypt Keeper.
I
Oh,
actually
I get
had all the box sets, but I
I
threw
give
them
him
away.
I give him a 3.5 just for the Crypt Keeper.
Exactly. That was the main reason why
That's a
I
cool
watched
intro.
it, because I wanted to see what the Crypt Keeper was going to say next.
Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah.
Or,
But yeah, we originally, when I was a kid, we watched it on HBO,
Yeah.
but then in my 20s, I found it. I started collecting all the box sets, so I had them all.
Mhm.
And then the last 3 were hard to find, but I got them on eBay.
See, and that's what made it fun though, because it wasn't like complete horror. Gore
Yeah, there was comedy
stuff.
and
It
some
was
of
like
them.
spooky, yes, but then there was a story. It's like all
Like,
better
the one,
you know,
like,
it's
I
just, you got
always
a story,
remember
there's something going on.
These old people were camping, and they're something to do with, I don't know if it was a fountain of youth. They were looking for some kind of a,
Yeah,
they're gonna eat
And it
something,
backfired?
and it backfired. They end up being babies.
yeah.
So like the,
The
twist was
Yeah.
they end up being babies stuck in the middle of the woods
Yep.
with no way to go
See,
anywhere, or do anything, or
And,
get
that,
help.
and that's one thing I missed because once they had that, so I give that a 5 because just with the stories again with the and you always had something to look forward to, so you want to see what's the next story that's going to be going on, and they used to have
Yeah.
whether the Hitchhiker on USA or I forget I remember this
I don't think
one,
I'll ever buy the box sets again.
I'm trying to
just
think
'cause-
what was the show. There was one like I remember it'd be like Friday night and we'd watch shows or whatever, and I remember
Tales from the Crypt.
yeah, I'm trying to think what it was. I think it was another one. I don't know. It was on USA. All I remember it was like something. I'll have to think about it. But it had like this spooky thing with the trees moving or something. I was just like, whoa!
Are you
it's-
afraid of the dark?
Huh?
Mm,
No,
are you
it was
afraid of the dark? Oh.
No, it was just the whole atmosphere change and to be spooky to set the mood. So it'll just be like, it's like
Even better.
you like be peeking to watch, but you
remember?
wouldn't want to watch, but then you'd watch.
They
It's
came out
like
with the
that stuff.
cartoon Tales from the Crypt.
I
watched
think
that as
so.
a kid on Saturday
Like
mornings.
Beetlejuice.
It was just like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
I don't know if it
Yeah.
came out before or after that, but
Yeah.
it was around
Yeah.
that time. Or
Yeah.
Surprised you didn't mention Beetlejuice.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So that's it for my list. That'll
Hmm.
leave it opening for you guys to choose one.
Okay. Now I gotta really think. Anything off the hip there,
So
Dave?
there's something I did, like besides the Monster Squad, I'd throw anything like that in there with stuff. But the Universal black and white monsters, the classic ones like
Oh,
Frankenstein,
gosh.
Dracula, Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon, The
Mhm.
Mummy, Invisible Man.
You
Gotcha.
can't beat those.
Overall, I would give it like a 4.5, just because some of them may not be like worth watching, but I still laugh at because I remember seeing as a kid, I used to watch them as a kid because they'd be on during the weekend. And you'd be like, oh, they're not overly that bad because it's like, but Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein, which is
Yeah.
all those guys. They
Yeah.
brought Bela
Awesome.
Lugosi back as Dracula. They had Lon Chaney Jr. as the Wolfman. It's just funny. It's funny to me because they had the seriousness because of how those characters were mixed with those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I still remember the Wolfman, like Lon Chaney's like, and he's telling the story what happens to him because they're like thinking it's nonsense. He's telling them, he's like, when the moon turns full, I turn into a wolf, and they're like he goes, Costello goes to him. He goes, you and about I can't remember how many other dudes, other guys turned into a wolf on Saturday nights, and he got all mad at him because in other words they're like guys that are going out trying to whatever. But he's like, yeah, you and about 1,000 other guys or something like that, and he got all mad at him. It was like because he thought he was just playing around, but he was actually they didn't realize they were actually seeing monsters at a certain point, which is funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's some stuff
So I'm gonna have to go with the one just because I don't know the franchise, and I'm not dissing it. I'm just saying
you just never
I have
watched them.
No
yeah.
information.
They
other
they
than what she's told me.
they connected them.
But I guess I'll give it a 2 just because it sounds.
They
interesting.
connected them at a certain point because there's like really some considered all-time classics like Frankenstein, The Bride of Frankenstein, and Dracula, and different things are considered really great movies, especially back in the day, early 30s.
Yeah.
They did stuff, and Boris Karloff could play a lot of different characters. He played Frankenstein. He did the Mummy, the original Mummy.
What about
Classic.
The Mummy franchise too. He's in that. That's part of that. Creature from the Black
when I was a
Lagoon, all
kid,
that
my
stuff.
mom had that on tape. We watched.
He's part of that stuff. He was later on that they brought him on when the black and white was going away, but it was
And
still
I
black
think
and
it was.
white.
I think it was in black and white when I watched it.
Yeah, it was black and white still because black and white was starting to go away.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like later on with all those characters. He's in the Monster Squad too. They bring all those guys in there.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one? You just made me think of it when you were saying
Creature from the.
the because I brought up the original Mummy movies. The Mummy,
I like
Mummies with the Brendan Fraser.
Dr.
was another one.
Franken. Remember Dr. Franken?
Yeah, the Mummy with the Mummy movies with Brendan.
It was
Fraser.
like a Frankenstein movie.
Frankenweenie?
No, it was,
You
There's
talking
a
about
dog?
Young Frank?
You
You
know
talking about
Frank
Young Frank?
too?
You're not talking
no, it
about
was
Young
called
Frank.
Dr. Franken.
Oh,
And it was like, now I'm going to have to Google it. Because I watched that when I was a kid, Dr. Franken. It was like
excuse
it
me.
was like Dr. Frankenstein, but yet not somehow.
Mhm.
I can't remember. Maybe it was Frankenstein reversed. I can't remember. But anyways,
I got one for you guys. Transylvania 65000.
never saw it.
Really? Jeff Goldblum?
No,
Gene Davis? Oh gosh.
Wait, is that the cartoon like Addams Family?
Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun.
don't remember that.
Okay.
Oh, the only thing I know
I'm
is
showing my age.
I know
I'm older than you
Pennsylvania
guys.
65000.
Huh?
Yeah, that's like the classical music. No, I can't think of the name of the guy.
Oh, that's
Like Benny Goodman, like that
Mhm.
kind, big band back in the day. Pennsylvania 65000.
mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't think of who it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they made a movie with
Yeah.
him. That made the movie out of that guy.
I'm trying to think. They had the guy that, what was his name? Was it
It's-
Seinfeld?
the song was
I'm
In
trying
the
to think what
Mood.
it- You know, Kramer. He was in
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Pennsylvania
Michael
65000.
I vaguely remember. I've
Anyways.
probably never actually seen the whole thing. Is what you're talking about.
I can't think of an extra one.
There's a lot of stuff out there to be considered horror,
Right.
which in my opinion, I get why
He
that.
died in a plane crash.
Like a particular movie
Rocky
out
Horror
of the
Picture
franchise,
Show.
like the first movie out of the franchise is considered horror because of the scare factor, because that's how it was made.
Mm-hmm.
The other stuff with more action afterwards
Right.
was the first Alien movie.
Oh,
That one's
Yeah,
considered
definitely.
horror because of the
Like Aliens.
yeah, like the,
But, yeah.
the first
Okay.
one. Aliens went like more action,
Yeah,
sci-fi,
James Cameron, yeah.
over the top, which I think is the better movie in general.
Mm-hmm.
But the original one,
Space Cowboy.
the original one is considered one of those great horror movies because like scare
Mm-hmm.
factor, the whole. I think even when they filmed the scene where the alien comes out, the guys,
Mm-hmm.
the actors didn't know themselves that was going to happen when they were filming the movie.
So like
so they
real
freaked them. Yeah,
reaction.
actual reaction.
That's
"Ah," You know,
awesome.
like
You get that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
so, you know, you gotta love when stuff like that happens, and they actually film people's real
Mm-hmm.
reaction. Don't tell them what's actually gonna happen. But that would, you know, I give that one a 4, but the original one. But the other
Doc-
one I give a higher rating. The second one because that movie's
Yeah.
great. But that's
Dr.
different.
Frankenstein.
Dr. Frankenstein.
Hey, Gene Wilder. Did I
You
get
talking
that
about
wrong?
Young Frankenstein?
Young Frankenstein.
That's
Oh
a
my gosh,
comedy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Comedy.
It's one of
Yeah.
those Mel
Yeah.
Brooks. It's one of
Oh
those
my
Mel
gosh.
Brooks movies.
I watched
that
it, I
one's
don't remember
so. There's so many things about that irreverent as all could be, like
Oh,
Mel Brooks
gosh, I
movies
said
could be,
it.
I
like
see
Spaceballs
I
and
remember you said Gene
Blazing
Wilder. I remember
Saddles.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
4. It's like a 4. Like it's just so many things about it. Like
Yeah.
you know because they make fun of like because Gene Hackman, you didn't even realize it's gonna be Gene Hackman in that movie. He's the blind guy because it's
Yeah.
like from the second one. If he brings Frankenstein in, doesn't know it's Frankenstein the monster or whatever, and he's like trying to feed him soup. He's trying to feed him soup, and he's blind, right? He's trying to feed him, and he keeps pouring the hot soup on Frankenstein's
Yeah.
lap, and he's like and Frankenstein's trying to move the bowl around
Like comedy.
to put in the bowl.
Now we're gonna have to watch
And
it.
Yeah.
Gene Hackman kept pouring the hot soup on his lap. And Frankenstein's like,
Oh
I
my
had to throw it in
gosh.
there. I'm glad I did. That's funny.
Yeah. Now I got to Google Dr. Franken. I don't, did it have Carrot Top in it? No, I don't know. I can't remember.
That's great.
It's too, I've seen too many movies when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, that'll be the end of that segment. That was a good one. So let's take a break.
All right, cool.
All right, and we're back. We got our full bellies. Got some nice chicken wing dip. This next segment is going to be Halloween trivia. Da-da-da. All right. Here you go.
What?
That was a boo. There's a ghost in here or something.
Did you
yeah, on
hear
purpose.
What?
Halloween
Oh.
trivia.
No, we're good.
Halloween trivia, huh?
In what country did Halloween originate?
In what country?
In what country did Halloween originate?
Ireland.
Scotland.
Ireland.
Mm.
There you go.
Nice.
What is the name?
Well.
Oh, what is the name of the legend tied to the jack-o'-lantern?
What's the name of the legend?
Mm-hmm. Tied to the jack-o'-lantern.
Is it a being or like
I'm guessing it's the name.
It's all about Jack.
It's the name of. It's where they came up with the jack-o'-lantern.
Right.
I almost
Well, I
like
know
Sam
that.
Hain,
This is-
but
I thought it had to do with
I'm
warding
guessing the
off evil
character.
spirits and stuff.
We're going to
I'm
look. Yeah, that's yes. You got to watch what you read.
Yeah.
That was probably somebody's random tradition.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Oh yeah,
nothing-
that stuff. Yeah.
This is where the jack-o'-lantern came from. It's a character called Stingy Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So like, I didn't have time to look up the history on that, but that's just.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to know that though, the storyline behind that.
Sure.
We'll have to look into it later. What was the original? What was originally used to make the jack-o'-lanterns? This is why you can't always believe everything you hear from everybody.
Mhm.
Oh, the spooks! Oh, because people try to make things worse than
Was
they
that
really
pumpkins? They use something else?
are. Yeah, originally.
I don't remember.
Originally, they used turnips
I
instead
knew it
of
was something
pumpkins.
like I knew it was some other thing
Yeah.
like that.
So this is why I'm saying you can't believe everything you hear.
It's a lot easier to carve a pumpkin than a turnip.
Yeah.
Bad gnomes, not just.
What movie franchise features the killer Ghostface?
Scream.
That was an easy one.
Yeah, we talked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just talked about that during.
Yep.
I thought you could say Pumpkinhead.
What
That's a scary
movie?
too.
You guys should be able to get this one. What movie serial killer notably wears a red and green striped sweater?
Wait, let me think.
Freddy.
Yep.
Freddy Krueger.
Krueger.
And then I should wrote more. We went through these pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
According to a study done by CandyStore.com, which Halloween candy is considered the worst?
Worst?
There's two of them.
Was it candy corn?
That's number one.
But that's the most mass produced.
Yeah, it's the most mass produced one. People like it or hate it. People either love it or hate
gosh.
Yeah. I guess what the next one is. Now this one I agree with too. When I was a kid, I tried liking it, but I couldn't get past it.
Wow.
it. I'm not sure about that one. I guess candy corn because it's like
Circus peanuts.
my mom loves that stuff.
Yeah.
Circus peanuts.
Yeah.
circus
Yeah.
peanuts.
Okay.
It's like a cardboard marshmallow if they could.
Yeah, I like actually. Yeah,
Those are
it's
the
funny.
worst.
I would
I
eat
don't know
both of
anybody can
those,
eat
but
those.
nowadays I
Yeah.
don't eat. I just try to stay away from that stuff. But
Yeah.
my mom likes circus.
I know some
peanuts,
people
too.
like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't
Some
know
people
anybody
don't
that
them.
likes
It's like
them.
what?
I don't hate them either.
I think my mom used to buy them because she liked them.
I don't know. Biting into them is
Yeah.
just.
And I just can't do it. Like, ugh. I tried. Like, I every time she'd buy a bag, I'd bite one in half and spit it out.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. That concludes the Halloween trivia. That was
Oh
pretty
wow, that went
fast.
fast.
Yeah.
Thought there'd be more.
And we're back. All right, guys. So this is going to be a Bible study. None of us are pastors. We just want to get in God's Word. We just want to share the gospel whenever we can. Just maybe try to be a little bit encouraging for somebody's week. Who knows? I mean, so we're going to go into Ephesians chapter 4, verses 23 to 27. That's what we're going to read upon today. Anybody want to open up with a word of prayer?
Cool. Yeah. Oh, dear Lord and Savior, dear Almighty God, thank you for this time together, Lord, for everyone here. Let's pray that your seed find good ground, Lord, for guidance as we read through the book of Ephesians chapter 4, and as you lead, Lord, just for guidance, and thank you for your sacrifice for our sins, for your mercy, your love, your grace, Lord. Help us to remain fixed on you, to continue in your love, and to bear fruit to your glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. All right, so I'll have you read Ephesians 4, verse 23.
Verse 23.
We read from the King James Bible.
Yep, I believe this is
The-
King James Version. Okay,
yeah,
so that's
most of them
Ephesians
here is King James.
4:23 reads, "And be renewed in the spirit of your mind."
All right, so a call to continuous internal transformation, which affects your entire way of thinking, including emotions, reasoning, and decision making. So that's like the mindset. We want to try to we want to try to reach. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we should be thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to do that, but I mean this is kind of like a reset.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a reference here to Romans 12:2, which reads, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God."
See, it all comes down to the couple verses before that because
Mhm.
it, like
Chapter and
in
verse.
Ephesians,
Yep.
because of like, but you have not so learned in Christ, learn Christ, because it says, if so be that you have heard him have been taught by him, as the truth is in Jesus, because that's the point.
Amen.
Yeah.
And that you put off concerning the former conversation. In other words, the way you lived, the old
Yeah.
man,
Exactly.
before you
Yep.
knew, which is corrupt according to deceitful lust. Because it's like, oh, I'm good, but your heart's deceitfully wicked
Yeah.
above all else who can know it. That's.
Mm-hmm.
But he says, be renewed in the spirit of your mind. In other words, you gotta let the Lord do it, because it's
Right.
impossible for you and me
Exactly.
to do it.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I can try to be better and change my habits, but it could be for total selfish reasons too. Look how good I am. Look how
Yeah,
better.
exactly, yeah.
Only the Lord can do that stuff.
Yep. And in the next verse it says, "In that you put on the new man, which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness."
And
I don't want to
meaning,
get too far, but
Yeah,
we should
verse
read,
10.
continue reading. Now that we're on topic here, but you wanted to read
me-
particular verses and
Yeah.
say something.
meaning getting rid of the old me, putting away my old bad habits, finding new habits, and living like Jesus did, having a transformed mind and thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I get from that. All right. Verse 25.
Wherefore, putting away lying, speak every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members one of another.
Yeah, because we don't think that when I talk about that scripture about deceitful lust, corrupted, you think that stuff that you do only affects you, or how you are, it only affects you.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, you really do affect other people around. And one of the pastors this week was talking about that, like when he was at a certain stage in his life, your coworker been watching for years, and they always try to get you to act like they do, and blah
Yeah.
blah blah. And you're going
People
through this,
around
you're going through this
influence.
hard stuff,
Sure.
and then you end up start using language that you normally don't do. And like, you can't say that. You never say that. And he was talking about like, wait a minute, you act like that all the time. You've been wanting me to act like that, but when I finally do, because of the hard stuff I'm going through, and because they watching you,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like that's the whole, like he was bringing up like with what that says. You're putting away that stuff because you're affecting other people around you. You don't realize.
Yeah.
Like,
I always think about when. This is why I do a lot of teaching to the kids because I always try. There's like a ripple effect.
Mm-hmm.
So like what I do, what I say, people are watching,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're thinking, oh well, he's doing it, then that must be it's okay.
yeah, it's
When
like do as I do, don't do as I do, but do as I say, basically, kind of thing.
So there's a lot of times where I'm sitting thinking, because I'll go through the day and okay, I did this, I did that. How could I have done it differently? I always do that too, like because I'm always thinking like, now obviously I'm not perfect, but I'm always thinking how can I improve my walk, or how can I improve my attitude? How can I improve my relationship with my family? How can I improve my relationship with my friends?
Mm-hmm.
So there's always that. I'm always trying to contemplate how I could do better. Now, obviously, I can't, but it's Jesus through me that helps me to do that and make those changes. Yeah. So, anyways, 26.
Verse 26 reads, "Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath."
Yeah, because anger is not a sin; it's what you do with it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like Jesus was angry that he flipped tables over because they're selling and making merchandise of God, and in God's people, and he didn't like that. He flipped it. He he wasn't whipping. He's getting them all out of there. It's like, no, you're.
Well, there's an emotion for that, and then especially when it's lined up for the right reason
Exactly,
versus just reacting a response and then things going out of control because you're not, your emotions. Because I know there's scripture, that says, put anger away with all malice, but there's a reason for that because you really have to watch it because, just a little bit can
Exactly.
go up.
It can escalate.
You gotta watch,
like,
but for the right reasons. You should be upset because someone is committing murder or lying or doing things that ain't beneficial to yourself. Or
Like
others.
how you
It's
respond
harmful.
to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Especially things referring to the matters of God. When the Lord tipped over he came in with a whip and the money changers. They're the Father's house is the house of prayer. They made it into a marketplace. And there's a lot having to do with it. And I don't want to add to or say something that ain't accurate. That's where I get nervous, especially reverently saying something that the Lord said or did. But referring to that. But at the same time, that there is a reason why that's a good study. Just having to do that whole particular part right there.
Like let the sun not go down on your wrath. You got to deal with it. Don't let it carry over the next day because the stuff can fester and hold on, and then you're wondering why
Right.
you got this stuff
Yeah.
coming out of your heart. Like God's been dealing with that stuff with me. Like, what? How's that in there? And it's like,
Yeah. One.
it's because you're letting this get into here
Well-
instead of giving it to me and letting and dealing with it.
I'm glad you bring that up because one thing that I chew on a lot is I can't remember the exact verse, so I apologize on that. But there's a scripture that says to be quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to wrath,
Yeah.
because anger man does not produce the righteousness that God requires. And there's things where that again in control, but we need the Lord's help because we have fallen nature and same time things in order and lined up. And
And I got dealing with anger as fast as possible before it turns into bitterness and revenge.
No.
That's why you got to deal with it before, like what you just said, before you go to bed, because this is what happens.
you're not to go. Yep.
And then if you do this like every night, where you're continually making whoever mad or whatever the
Brewing
case
and
may be,
festering and
it's just gonna keep building up till there's an explosion, and then now you've stumbled somebody because of it.
Yeah, take every thought captive to Christ doesn't mean like it's
Amen.
like even that stuff's like I have a right to be this way or feel this way. Somebody may have wrong, but like it's like God doesn't want you to like hold on to that because it's like then he's got to deal with that stuff because it's
Hey,
I know
because
that
God
exactly
said,
well.
you know, trying to think of what is revenge. You know, we're not supposed to
Vengeance
seek
is
revenge.
mine.
Yeah, we're not
not
supposed
to
to
repay
seek
evil with evil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's up to
Vengeance
him.
my saith the
That's
Lord.
basically what it's trying to
Yes.
say.
Just because people are acting like that doesn't mean you should. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
part of it's like, I can do better than they can.
Right,
you
but
know?
at the same time, we're all accountable.
Yeah.
That may not be right what they did, but that's on them. But now,
Yeah.
not you do worse.
Do you really want
And-
God to deal with you the way
'cause-
you deserve? No.
Right, exactly.
Don't ever ask God for
Exactly.
what. Hey, God, I deserve this. Give me what I deserve. It's like, no, you
It's a
deserve
fearful
hell.
thing to fall into the hands of the living God.
No, you don't want what you deserve. You need grace and mercy. You need my
Absolutely.
undeserved favor, which is my grace, and you need mercy, not what you deserve. I deserve to be treated better. The Lord's like, you do?
We'll all fall short of the glory.
Yeah, everybody. Because it'd be like, oh, wait a minute, how do you treat him? That's what God's been dealing with me sometimes with certain people. Like, wait a minute, why do they treat me like this? I don't act like that towards them. And God's like, you don't realize how you're acting like that towards me, though. That's why I'm letting you see that and feel that. He goes, you act like that towards me, you don't even realize it. And it's like, it's not like a ha-ha. He's just like gently, lovingly, like, I want you to think about this. You're actually, and it's like, it gets you to kind of like breaking down, like, okay, you're right. Everybody falls short. It doesn't matter how good you think you are or everything you're doing right. You could cross all your T's, dot all your I's. It doesn't mean you're going to be like, I measure up. No, because the comparison is the one that's perfect. Everybody else, it's like, no.
And this is all like this is coming from my heart because this is what I do. So like, I'm not like pointing out anybody with any of the stuff. Like this is stuff that I'm going through. So this is stuff that I'm looking up for myself. So I'm not. So if people are getting convicted from it, you know that's them. But this is all aimed towards me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm doing this study because this is what I go through, and this is how you make it right. So anyways, go to read 27.
Verse 27 reads, "Neither give place to the devil."
There you go. I had to look that up. So I'm like, whoa, wait a second. What does this mean? So I was looking up, and it says Ephesians 4:27 means that Christians should not give sin an opportunity to take root in their lives. The verse is a warning against nurturing sinful anger, resentment, and other negative emotions, which can provide a foothold for the devil to influence a person's life through deception and discontentment. To apply this, one must resolve anger and other sinful issues quickly, forgive others, and focus on positive actions like speaking truthfully and kind, as the verse is directly linked to the preceding verses about getting rid of lying and holding on to anger. So key interpretations: give no place to the devil. The phrase is interpreted as not giving the devil a foothold or opportunity to influence one's life through sinful behavior. Linked to anger. The verse is presented immediately after the admonition to be angry and do not sin, and do not let the sun go down on your anger, reference 4:26, Ephesians 4:26, highlighting that unresolved anger is a primary way to give the devil a foothold. The devil's role. The devil is seen as an accuser and a source of deception who exploits opportunities created by unresolved anger and other sins. And how to apply the principle. Christians are encouraged to quickly deal with anger and hurt feelings, forgive others, and make amends to avoid giving the devil an opening. So that's important.
Absolutely.
And that's not even with your brother. That can be with your wife. That can be with your kids. That can be with your boss.
It's like one of those scriptures that always get. I remember even Bill Gillen talking about it. The old teacher, he's talking about like it's one of the most misquoted, taken out of context scriptures ever. Is resist the devil and he will flee from you.
Yeah.
No, you missed the first part of it. How do you resist the devil? Submit yourselves, therefore, to God. Resist the devil, and he'll flee from you.
Yeah.
That's how you resist. It's because you're not strong enough. Like, I can take on. No, you can't.
Exactly.
Literally, if God allowed it, one of them, even the weakest one, go bing. You're toast. Like you're gonna be like, I could take him on. It's not the Exorcist movie.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take him on. Bing. It's like no. It's the first part. You gotta submit yourself to God. That's how you're able to do it.
Yeah.
Because he'll flee from you at that point. It's like okay, you're giving yourself to.
That's cool.
The Lord's. You gotta
That's
submit
good.
yourself to
That's
Him.
it.
Yeah.
And then the devil's like, okay, he's giving himself to. I can't do anything about that because it's God. I can't measure up to God. Tries to lie to you and says he can. Yin and yang. Nope. That's Michael the Archangel would be considered in that category, not God himself or Jesus, which is God. Holy Spirit, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Nope. Nothing created measures up to him.
So let's hold on to these truths. Let's stay close to God's word. Hopefully, this has been encouraging.
Absolutely.
I'm always trying, as much as possible. I'm trying to better little, even if it's small improvements here and there. I'm always trying to figure out what to do next because we're to set an example, and that's with everybody around us. And there's other people that are growing through this kind of stuff too. That's why I felt the Lord kind of pushing me to look into it a little bit more. So hopefully this encouraged you guys. If you liked what you're seeing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Like it, smash that like button. Come check us out on Facebook and TikTok now. And we hope you have a good week. And until next time, just keep gaming.